in listen-only mode.
Hi everyone. Today we're going to walk through getting started with Snappy. So we're going to work in Express mode today. So we have both an Express form builder and an Express app builder. So the difference is the form builder is just for building quick form-based apps. Express app builder gives you some more functionality, and the Express form builders built into it. So we're going to use the app builder today because I can demonstrate both from here. So we're going to go ahead and click start, and towards the end of the session I'll open up the floor for any questions. So first I just want to kind of run through the functionality. So here we have a drop down. You can choose from different categories of pre-built, ready-to-run apps that can be customized. So I'm just going to display all so you can get a glimpse at all the different ones that are available. All right, so as you can see, we have 327 ready-to-publish app templates. Energy and efficiency, direct deposit authorization, physical therapy, fitness, fish market. So we have a pretty wide array of different things here. And if you don't see what you're looking for here, you can always skip templates as well. So one of our most popular apps is a construction daily log, so we're going to start with that today. And here's where you choose your color scheme. So there's numerous different schemes, or you can choose a custom color scheme. So I'll just pick one, double click it, and it'll bring you into the app editor. So first we're just going to run through the layout of this real quick. And anytime you need help, you can click help here, and an overlay will come up, and it'll just give you kind of a brief explanation of each element of the screen and show you how to use it. So here we have widgets. So widgets are basically just tabs. They can be seen from this side menu here. So as you can see, these match up, and the order's the same as well. And you can reorder them by dragging and dropping them. Or you can delete them or enter their settings. So for reports or forms, you'll have a bunch of different settings here. We'll just run through it. You can name the tab, the title of the screen, allow different user types. So anonymous would be a person that's not logged in. And of course, logged in user would be a user that is logged in. App reviewer, that's reserved for if you submit the app as a public app to the app stores, more specifically Apple. They use an app reviewer account to test the app before allowing it to be published. And app owner, of course, is the person that creates the app. So you can easily change the image for a logo. You can specify a URL, upload it from the computer, or specify a web page. And you can name the form. And you can change the subject of the email. So basically when a form is completed, the user will click Save and Submit, which will send the form via email and save it on the device. So you can specify email addresses that will automatically receive the emails. Since we're in my account, it defaults to my email address. It'll be the same for any other any other app creator. So if you create an app, it'll default to your email address, but you can easily add others. It's one per line. So if you wanted to add like something else, so basically just lay them out vertically. Pretty simple. And you can specify the file format that's attached to the email. So if you want the reports as PDFs, that's probably the most popular option. By default, they're all going to be checked. So email body will put the data in the body of an email. You can have a Word document or a PDF or spreadsheet, which are our two most popular. And then, so here we have completed forms. So basically, the type of widget this is as a whole, it's a form manager. So you have the form that you fill out. You have completed forms where you can go in and edit forms that have already been filled out, and then PDF Excel files read-only, so you can actually just pull up the document and review it or share it, you know, via printer or like a Wi-Fi enabled printer or email, etc. So you can change the name of the button here just by changing this here. Same thing with the PDF Excel files. And then screen title, when you go into it, the title of the form, or the page, I should say, is here. So we're going to go ahead and edit this form. So we're going to click Edit Form. So most apps that we deal with are form-based, where users are inputting information. So first we'll run through these basic fields here, and please note that anytime you hover over a field, it will give you a description of what the field is for and how it operates. So we have text number fields. Of course, that's for entering text or numbers. Drop down is a multiple choice drop down menu. Paragraph is for larger amounts of text. Checkboxes are just basically, you know, a simple yes or no, true or false kind of answer. Radio buttons, so you can use radio buttons for multiple choice where the user just ticks the button. Multi-line entry is basically a table for creating a form within a form. So if you wanted to section off part of the form, you could do so. Image logo, you can add an image to the page in the app. Name, it's a default just name field that's first name and last name. Gender, male, female. Address gives you address line 1, address line 2, city, state, zip code, country. Emails for email addresses, phone numbers. Website, you can specify a URL. Price, of course, we'll display it with a $sign, US dollars. Social security number, date and time, can capture the date and time from the device, or the user can enter it manually. Sign and draws for signatures. Map GPS captures a GPS location on a map. You can take photos, scan barcodes, scan QR codes, incorporate audio files or record audio, video files, or you can add a file upload where users can upload files like spreadsheets or PDF documents. And then a text label is just static text, which the user can't actually interact with. It's just for the purpose of, you know, conveying a message to the users, such as, you know, daily report form, naming the form, or you can use it to leave instructions or disclaimers, things like that. Section break just basically puts a line similar to this black line here across the page. So these are very easy to edit, and you can move them around just by dragging and dropping them. Some that are built into the form can't be deleted from here, but I can show you how to do that in Guru mode if it's something you're interested in. Otherwise, you can delete them just by, you know, hitting the X. So, for instance, it adds them all to the bottom. So if you wanted to add like the name of the contractor, you could easily just go here. On the right is where you customize the properties of the fields that you add or select. So say you wanted to change this to contractor name, you could easily do that. So the placeholder is what the grayed out text that's inside the field here. Instruction text is what appears on the bottom. So You could easily say you wanted to remove the instruction text, click apply, and then you'll see it removes that instruction text below the field. Let's see, so so if you were to add say a date time field such as this here, you can change the properties. You can make it required, you can do read only, you can use the current date and time as default. You can even make it a hidden field so it isn't seen on the device, but it will be on the end report. So it's all pretty straightforward. There's different pages of the form, so you could add pages or delete them as needed. So if you want to delete, say, page 3, just click yes, and it will renumber the other pages. You can click new page to add a page. So we'll just make a complete form here. So we'll start out with an image or a logo. I don't know if I have any good examples here. So I'm just going to add a random picture that's not necessarily relevant, but you can easily just add an image that you have saved. We'll click apply, and now you'll see that here. And say we wanted to do name, address, phone number, email address, date and time, map GPS, and sign and draw. So it's pretty quick. I mean, you can build a form relatively quickly just by clicking and adding these things here. For the map feature, it's similar to the date and time in that you can use the user's current location as default. You can make it required. You can make it read-only so they can't change the location, or you can even make it hidden so it doesn't appear on the app, but the location will appear on the end report. Anytime you make changes, just don't forget to hit apply here. And you can click save and run. And after you save, it'll ask you to name the app. So you can change the name of the app. And once you save the app, it does give you some brief instructions of how to run the app on a device. So as you can see, your app has been saved. To see your changes, refresh the app on your device by closing and opening the Construction Daily Log app. If you have not downloaded Construction Daily Log app yet, please click here. And that'll give you some QR codes or links that you can use. You can have them emailed to you, or you can just click here and it'll open it up in a browser. So as long as you're logged into your iTunes account or your Google Play account, you can still download it to your device from the PC. It's pretty simple. Or you just click email, have it emailed to you. Now, from here, you can exit to the app builder. It's going to ask if you want to save all changes. Just click yes. Even though we just saved it, it's good to make sure. Now I'll go ahead and I'll just give you a quick view of what it looks like on a device. It'll just take me a second. Sorry for the delay here, just getting it up and running. All right. So I'm just using an iPod Touch, sharing it via AirPlay here. So we're going to open that up, but I'm already logged in. So as you can see, it's going to tell me a new version is available since I just made some updates to it. It just takes a moment. I'm just going to reopen it. So here's some of the fields that we changed. The contractor name. That's the only thing I changed on that page. So to get the next page, you just swipe from right to left, and it'll go to the next page. And then here's that custom page that we made with the picture and name, address, phone, email. And the sign and draw field, as you can see, you can just write on it. So it's pretty simple. There are some required fields here, so I'm just going to fill them out and finish up this report. And I'll hit save and send. I'll do a location. So I believe this device doesn't have location services. So you can easily swipe through the pages there and then just hit submit. So the red dot there means it's cached to the device, and then it'll show that the report was successfully saved. So it requires an internet connection, of course, to finish the sending process. If you don't have it, you'll just see the little red circle until you have an internet connection. Now it gives you an Excel file here, which just lays everything out horizontally. Or you can view the PDF file here, so it'll show the map, which the location services doesn't really work on this iPod Touch. But if you have a device with enabled location services, that will show the place on the map there. It also captures the latitude and longitude. So it just lays out all the different fields. You can see the signature there. So it's a very simple process. So if you wanted to go into completed forms, you can open up saved forms. So that's the one we just did. And if you swipe from right to left, it gives you the blue is edit and the red is delete. So if you wanted to go in and edit, you could easily just tap that and get back into it. You can also choose autofill forms. So if I wanted to autofill it with data from a previous form, you could easily do so. And there's a save button at the top there. So it's a similar function for the PDF file. So you can see there's a list of just saved PDF Excel reports here. Some of them are from a previous instance of using the app. They're saved in the device's storage. So. Today here sorts them by date, and you can just open it up. So it's pretty simple. That's really it. Did anybody have any questions they wanted to ask? You can type them in, let me know, and then I can unmute your microphone. So, just let me know. Okay, so we're going to start with Sandy. Sandy, I'm actually going to unmute you. I don't know, do you have a microphone? Okay, so how do the forms load into completed forms? So it's basically just a list element. So they load from data sources. So I'll show you what data sources is. So when you build a form in Express, it automatically creates a data source for you. Guru gets a little more complex, so you can go into here, data sources. So there's different, basically just all the fields are built here, and the information saves to a spreadsheet. So the saved forms it pulls from the data source. We're going to say download this. This one doesn't specifically have any data in it. Let's see if we have one. There's one test data here, so I should actually download this one. Show you. So here's the data that I put in. You basically just pull up a spreadsheet. So it'll just keep adding information vertically as all the users are filling out reports. So it gives you an option to view all the data in one spreadsheet. So that's pretty convenient. You can also set up auto reporting. So say you wanted to have it send you a report of all the reports in one day. You could set that to daily, or you can do weekly, monthly, etc. Have it come to a certain email address at a certain time of day. All right, you're welcome, Sandy. And then I'm going to move on to Troy's question here. So can you make the created Excel PDF form look like a professional invoice? Yes, you can. You can use any PDF. It just has to be fillable. So that's the task that has to be performed in Guru mode. So basically, you would just go into the settings. So in Guru, anything you highlight, it comes up with options on the top, these three little red boxes. So if you were to hit the one in the middle for edit element for the form that you want to customize, go to report common settings here, and you can choose to use a custom PDF template. So if you were to do that, you can upload a PDF document. It just has to have fillable fields. So basically just the fields you have to be able to type into the fields, which you can easily do with a program like PDF Escape, for instance, is a free utility for making custom PDF documents. So you can easily just add fields to that, and then you just map them. So afterwards, you can change the fields mapping here and map them to different fields within the form itself. So it'll put the data wherever you specify in the form. So really, you can use any PDF you want. Can you populate this app with existing customer lists? If so, how does that work? So that goes back to the data sources. So if you were to create a data source, with a list of customers, say you wanted to add a customer list, you could add some fields. Oops, sorry about that. Here, we're actually going to do that. These can't have spaces. You can also just upload a spreadsheet from here. I just don't have one that has customer information, so you can create it either way. And the column ID can't have any spaces in it, so the words have to combine. Column name can. So you can just easily just add these fields, and it will create spreadsheet. So data source saved successfully. You can change data types. So for instance, if this is address, you can select address. And I'll just download that real quick and show you. It's just going to be 2 columns. It's not really. But, say you wanted to, fill this out or import data from another spreadsheet, you could easily do so. So basically what we would do once you have your spreadsheet ready, you can upload it here, and then it'll populate data in that data source. And then to display the information, you could create a list similar to this. So it's so here we'll go ahead and add a list. Actually, we'll do. So here you're basically configuring it to view them. So you go to list view and choose the data source that contains the information, and you can customize the cell view and the detail view. So the cell view is basically just like a block that displays whatever information you want it to, and then the detail view is the information inside of the cell view. So very similar to the completed forms that we looked at. So that's a list as well. Okay. So I can export from my CRM an Excel sheet of data and map it for importing it into Snappy. Yes, as long as it's in the appropriate format, you can. So it would have to be a spreadsheet with column headers that don't have any spaces in them. So if you download it, just to make sure you delete the spaces between words, and then you can upload it into data sources. It's a pretty quick process. You're welcome, Troy. Do we have any other questions today? Okay, Troy. Do you have a microphone? I can unmute you if it's easier to talk than to type them. Here, I'm going to go ahead and just unmute you so I can hear you. All right.
All right, so you can hear me. You can hear me? Yeah, can you hear me?
Hi.
Can you hear me?
You'll be unmuted. I don't hear anything though. Oh, maybe that's why. All right. Well, I guess we'll have to stick to typing the questions. Sorry about that.
Okay.
You can hear Troy, Sandy? See, I can. So I'm not sure what the issue there is. See, it says that you're talking, but I don't hear anything. Oh, there we go. Okay. I can hear you now.
You can hear me now?
Yeah, I can.
Okay, I was just saying that, so if I drag from my CRM and I import that continual information, could I have a customer list that just keeps getting added to? And then when I want to actually do a report on that customer, I can just go in and choose that customer and have it auto-populate all of the customer contact information, all that into that form?
Yeah, absolutely. So basically the way it would work is if you did like a list, for instance, the cell view of the list would just list all the customers' names, and if you tap on the customer's name, it would go to the detail view, which would contain all their information. So of course, as that information changed, you would need to upload a new spreadsheet with the most up-to-date information, or we can connect to some databases like SQL or Oracle databases, for instance, using ODBC, so it's Open Database Connectivity. So you basically just upload a connector file, which is an XML document, which can link it directly to the database. So that way, when you update the database, it'll be updated in the app without you having to take an extra step.
So if I go to one customer, can I choose that and have that customer's information auto-populate the beginning of that form? Say if I'm going to make a sell or something like that, I push on that customer, like ABC company, their information goes in, populates that invoice, and I can have them sign it?
Yeah, you could do that. Yeah, you could add a form to the list view, and then when you tap that, you can set up autofill fields. So there's autofill options for forms if you go.
I was wondering what that was. What's that autofill option?
Yeah, autofill
right
on.
there.
Yeah, so you can map fields to have them automatically filled out. So you can certainly do that.
Oh, that's awesome. Okay, that's my question. Thank you, sir.
Oh, no problem. Was there anything else today?
So if I do want to purchase one of these and make an app and have it go out to my team, would it be better to purchase that $50 a month thing, and then once I get the app, instead of doing the $5 every person, is it better just to buy the $50 one?
Yeah, so that's for public apps. So if you were to make an app that you wanted to have available on Google Play or iTunes, so you could choose that option. Which we're changing our pricing at the beginning of the year. So if you do it before the end of the month, you'll actually get locked in at the lower pricing. So certainly recommend that. Sales can kind of give you a bit more information about the pricing and things like that and what plan's best. I don't really know a lot about that stuff.
Gotcha.
Sorry, I work in technical support, so they don't really share a lot of that with us.
Okay, perfect. Thank you.
Oh, no problem at all. Is there anything else I can help you with today?
For me, that is it.
All right, Troy. Thank you for attending today. Thank you all for attending the webinar today. I'm going to take one more moment here and just see if anybody else has any other questions, and then we'll close this up. So if anybody has any questions, please get them in there now. Go for about another minute, and then we're going to close up shop for the day. Also, I do just want to mention we do record all of these webinars and then post them to the website. So to get to them, if you were to go to resources and go to workshop, you'll be able to view all the recorded workshops. And we have a bunch of ones that were previously recorded. We did a lot of industry-specific ones as well. So if we didn't touch base on your industry today, feel free to go through some of the previous ones. All right, everybody. Well, we're going to go ahead and end the webinar for today. Feel free to email support@snappy.com if you have any questions, and this recording should be posted on the website in the next couple days. So thank you again for attending, and I hope you all have a great day.